I've never found a love like this. There it is. I've never found a love like this.
Hello everybody, welcome back to E20 Zone TV. We have just watched Leeds 2, West Ham 2, and I'm fucking fuming. I really am. I'm not going to lie, but I'm devastated with that result. I really am. We should have won that game. To my right is Lucas, and to my far right is Mitchell. Lads, how are you doing? Talk to me.
I'm amazing.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Right, let's talk about West Ham then. Lucas, take it away. What went wrong? What went wrong tonight?
Well, we didn't do 100% of the job. We probably done about a quarter of the work, so about 25%. I thought there was a lot of good and I thought there were some good individual performances tonight, but as a team, still a while to go, in my opinion. But I think it was a bit more positive, but still, it's not enough. It's nowhere near enough.
It's fucking them subs, mate, have killed us. Them subs, in making them subs at that time, killed us in the end. Because I just don't get why you've taken Skamaka off. He's just scored a good goal. We're 2-1 up. We're on the front foot. And then he goes and takes off the man who could score us another one. Just makes no fucking sense to me. Like,
yeah,
Mitch,
I think it's...
Talk to me.
It's very silly. Very poor from Moyes. Yeah, it's just shocking. Well, again, as soon as I saw Socek starting, I thought, it's just going to be another tough game. Again, it's some Moyes. It's some Moyes. What was I going to say?
Well,
all of it, some shocking performances from certain individuals, but again, are we doing the play ratings tonight?
Yes.
Okay, so I won't go too much in depth then about certain players, but I'll quickly talk briefly about the game. Then I thought, again, overall the team performance wasn't good enough. As soon as we got up and we was playing well, went 2-1 up, good energy, we let it just drain. And then the long balls came out. Dawson was doing stupid long balls.
Right.
Silly passes. Well, poor substitutions as well.
Right.
And then we just let the game go as soon as that happened. It was a shame.
Well, I've got to answer this comment from East Anglia Irons. I know he's a young lad, but fuck me, what are you seeing, bruv? You know what I mean? Even I can see it when I was about 10 years old. You complain when we make subs, and you complain when we don't make subs. Make sense.
Fuck, mate.
Well, you've got to be on Class A drugs, marijuana, alcohol, and LSD, mate. Trust me, if you think that is entitled, that's entitlement, right? Let me put this way, in common sense. He takes off the man who's just scored a goal. He hasn't scored for ages. We're on the front foot, and he brings on Mikel Antonio. The only thing Antonio done good tonight was clear the ball off the line in the last minutes. Now, make sense to me.
Antonio's really poor.
Please, make it make sense. Westhamonline, welcome.
Hello, everyone. How are we all?
Fucking fuming, mate. But it is what it is. We've got a point. Talk to me about the game.
Parts of it I thought we looked good, and parts of it I thought we looked absolutely terrible. So, I thought that my stream was buffering a lot, by the way. So I might get one or two things wrong here. But parts of the first half, I thought, oh my god, we looked catastrophic. And then there was 5-minute sections where I thought we looked all right. Same for the second half, really. I thought we started the second half really well. But then I've got to agree with what people have been saying about the subs. I think it all dropped off from there. And I get what Moyes was trying to do with the Antonio sub, but I thought it was too early, personally.
Great.
Because the problem with Skamaka is, and his goal was great, by the way, but the problem with Skamaka is when the tide turns, his pressing is really poor. So I think Moyes sort of done that sub too early. I would have liked to see it 10 minutes later.
I was going to say, I agree with Alfie. I think the idea wasn't bad. It just did not turn out the way Moyes thought it would. And I do agree it was a bit early. But Skamaka does tend to get lazy, and he doesn't press as hard as we want. So I mean, like I said, the idea in itself I didn't think was bad. Just the timing, not great.
But he with Skamaka, he can hold the ball up and get us up the pitch. That's the
True,
thing.
but-
Like I just don't get the sub. I really don't. As soon as he made that sub, I tweeted it, and then within about 3 minutes of me doing that tweet, we go, it's 2-2.
Yeah, I
So-
would have liked to see it later, but that sub wasn't the sub I was most annoyed about. I actually thought, why not keep Paquette on and go for the game at 2-2, personally? I thought, on the ball tonight, I thought Paquette had done some really good things.
I thought it was
And
right.
was the best
Yeah,
player.
good.
Yeah, so I'd have liked to seen us push on. But we sort of took a defeatist attitude, in my opinion, which I didn't really like.
And do you know what's worse about the whole situation? Is that keeps him in the job now. That's the problem. What it's done is it papers over the cracks. People will say, you know what, we've got a point at Leeds. Leeds is
I
our place to
I
go.
don't think it's that far. I think most people are still kind of.
I don't know, Lucas. People will give him a branch to sort of pull himself out of this shit. Me personally, I wouldn't. Do you know what I'm saying? But right, any of you want to say anything that you want to say now before we get into the player ratings? Because I think that's going to be a bit mental.
Yeah, I don't. It's tough. I really don't think the subs. It's such a tough. The subs thing is so tough because when he did it is just unfortunate what happened after, because I don't think the subs were bad. It just I don't know. Just what happened sucks, and even though we didn't play that well, we still could have won.
No, we deserved
work.
to win. I don't even
It
think we
didn't work.
deserved to get a draw.
Yeah, listen, it didn't work though, did it? Let's be honest
You
here.
didn't think we deserved a draw?
Nah, we
Definitely not.
definitely deserved a draw. Come on.
Mitch,
No,
that's
we
harsh.
fucking didn't.
That's
No,
harsh.
I don't
Nick,
think
come
so.
on.
They had
That's
big
harsh.
chances. They missed so many chances.
Let's
Yeah,
be
yeah.
honest here. Let's be honest here before we get into the ratings, because we'll get into the ratings in a minute. That first half, we're lucky to go in at half time 1-0. So let's be real. Right, it's a
but
penalty.
We could have scored goals ourselves second half.
When?
When? Yeah.
1 minute.
For a man who didn't see the stream, he's telling us that we had loads of chances.
We did.
Fucking game was you watching?
We were piling on the pressure. You're just looking too much into certain moments. In terms of the actual pattern of the game, I'd say a draw was fair, personally.
Right.
I completely disagree.
Yeah, I'm with Mitch on this one.
I think Leeds probably deserved to win or draw.
I think-
but I think
Fuck off.
Nah.
I think we were shit.
Lucas, you fuck off, mate.
Right, let's get into it. Start off with this man, Lucas Fabianski. Take it away, Lucas. Lucas for Lucas. Let's go.
I thought he was okay. I'm gonna give him a pass on the punches and whatnot because it was pissing down rain from what it looked like. So can't really take any chances. Towards the end, absolute world-class save. And as I always say, when Fabianski has a stinker, he always comes back and either has a stretch of great games or he pulls something incredible out of his ass. And he did that tonight. He saved us a point. Even though I do think we deserved a point, he saved us from losing. And yeah, so because of that, I'm gonna give. And the second goal,
Yeah.
is a good goal in my opinion. Good goal from Rodrigo.
What are you giving him?
I didn't like his positioning for the first goal. I will say, although it's a very slight.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna give him a 6. 6.
I'll go next in this one. I'm going to give him a 7. Right, I'll give him a 7 out of 10. Right, I thought the goals. What can he do? Really, the save at the end really makes it a higher rating, and that's the only reason why I'm giving him a 7 because of the save at the end. So yeah, I'll give him a 7. Westhamonline.
7. Yeah, completely agree. Didn't really do anything wrong. The first goal maybe could have been shuffled over a tiny bit more, but nothing horrendous. Made a great save. And yeah, 7.
7. Mitch.
I'd give him a high 6.
High 6 for you. Right, let's get to our next person. It's this man, Kara.
Can I go first?
Hold on a minute. I've got to put this in there.
Emotional damage.
This geezer is emotional damage, mate. He is absolutely emotional damage.
For you, maybe you love the man,
mate. I used to love the man, but I'll do a repeat. You know what I mean?
Emotional damage.
He is fucking a nightmare, mate. Absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare of a defender. He can't defend. He can't attack. He can't cross. Westhamonline, take it away.
Well, if people thought Creswell has been bad lately, okay, fair enough, he was bad.
You are out your fucking nuts if you're giving Kara a 5 tonight. I don't give a fuck. You are fucking deluded.
Who are you on about?
Right.
Fall down
Shut
4,
up. And
then you're giving Kara a 5. Fuck off.
That's shocking.
Fuck off.
Kara was. There was honestly, I just don't think he owns eyes at times. 1 second.
I want to know why more he was at left back. That was disastrous.
Right, Kara. There was a moment in the first half where he sort of tried to let the ball go off the pitch, and there was someone right behind him.
Yeah, I agree.
He got caught out then. Oh my god. Sorry, I've had some.
Will they fuck off and will you answer it? Get on
Right,
with it.
Mitch, you go quickly. You go.
Right, I'll tell you what, I'll go.
I think he had a horrific performance tonight. Probably the worst individual performance I've seen this season from West Ham player. Shocking. Absolutely. Well, it's a big shame. He started well. He had his occasional little mishap where he overstepped the mark, but it's every tackle now he's missing. The passing, everything was just awful. He came at a 6. Okay, alright, sweet. And I thought he was shocking. Led the line well, and Leeds got caught offside a lot.
Right, ignore the comments.
You are fucking kidding me, you lot. You are joking.
Right.
There's no way. There's
Rate him,
no
Mitch.
way. You are fucking kidding me. You are talking shit.
See, Mitch,
5s and
Mitch,
6s. Oh my fucking god!
Ignore the comments because I will play that tune for you in a minute because you're emotionally damaged, right? 100%. Right, you said
you're giving a 5 or 6.
No, I'm giving them a fucking 2. I agree.
Right.
Shit,
Terror.
poor, terrible.
Terror
right,
was...
right. Hold on, let me finish. Yeah, I've had enough of it now. Right, people were saying, "Oh, James, you backed him up." Yeah, listen, I did, but he's fucking shit. He's worse than Issa Diop. Let's be real. I thought he was terrible tonight. First half, gets caught out. But he sees the ball, he's got control of the ball, and then he just goes wandering off somewhere, and then Leeds are attacking. Second half, was he any better? Really?
Can you get his passes stats up?
Not really. I'll give him a 2. Done. West Ham on 9. Kara, 100%.
Kara, right. I do go in on him a lot, so I first want to say I respect the fact he was out of position, but he's completely unaware of everything. His crossing went off the pitch every time. He kept getting caught on the ball. He's weak. He's just crap. He's just rubbish. And he's just like, loses his awareness, sort of gets lost on the pitch, loses his marker. He looks like one of the lads who was at the Sevens when we were playing goals the other week, me, Mitch and Lucas. Looks like one of those lads is on the pitch. Free for me.
Lucas?
I mean, no one said anything wrong. And I'm not, this isn't an excuse, but I don't know why he was playing left back. I don't know what idea came into Moyes' head thinking that could be just okay, but I just want to be a bit fair. He's not a left back at all, but I'm not joking. That is one of the worst individual performances I've ever seen at this club. It's not as bad as Roberto, but it's up there. It's along the lines in my opinion, but that's definitely a night to forget if we're being polite.
Was Emerson on the bench?
Terrible.
And
yeah.
I just he was really bad, but as most people say, he shouldn't even have been playing. You cannot put him in that situation at left back. He's not left-footed. He does nothing with his left foot. He doesn't think on his left side. He's a right-footed player that plays right center half and right back. That
please, can you get his...
That is one of just the worst decisions I've seen in a lineup in my life. But
what are you rating?
I'm gonna give him a 1.
Bloody hell, you've been more harsh than us. Fair enough. Moving on to Naya Aguerd, first start for West Ham in the Premier League. I'll start off with Mitchell on this one. What do you think of Aguerd tonight?
Game of 2 halves. I thought he wasn't as good as I think people were trying to make him out to be, if I'm being honest. I thought he was very shaky, got beaten a couple of times, overcommitted, was chasing back times where he got caught out. Yeah, I thought first half he was good, and the second half I thought he was pretty poor, if I'm being honest. I give him a high 5 for me.
Sorry, mate, I can't. I totally disagree on that. Really do. I'll go next. This man's first start in the Premier League, and he's got Kieran next to him at left back. Anyone's going to.
In terms of his
it does matter. It does matter because when your man is out of position consistently on a consistent basis, and he's got to keep covering him. And let's all go back to the save or the chance in the second half when Aguerd is running across last ditch to try and stop it, and the ball goes over the bar from Leeds. Leeds could have scored there. Kieran's fuck up again. I think. Listen, that's your opinion. I'm going to go a bit higher than that. I'll give him a high 6.
I think it's 6 or 5.
Right, I'll give him a high 6. Don't forget, it's his first start.
I think if I'm putting an 8, you know what, Scott? I think you should stop watching football, to be honest, mate.
For fuck's sake. High 6 for me. First start in the Premier League. He's conceded 2 goals. He's a good player. Westhamonline.
Yeah, I thought he'd done well actually today. There was also a moment in the first half where he made a really well-timed slide tackle in the box.
It's brilliant.
Which was brilliant. I actually thought it was a penalty at first until I saw the replays. So that's how good a tackle it was. Thought he was good in the second half as well. A couple times where this is being hypercritical, but a couple times where he sort of kicked the ball in the air where I thought a player of his quality could have taken it down and looked to play. But passing-wise, very good. Defensively good, and yeah, he didn't have much help with Kera, so a 7 for me.
Fucking hell, yeah. Fair enough. That's the home for you, mate. You know what I mean? Lucas, I need a laugh.
That's what I'm here for. I try. I agree with Mitch.
I didn't think his pass was that good.
It was a tale of 2 halves for me. I thought first half he was in between above average and good for me. A very awkward place.
Yeah.
The only complaint I had was he did overcommit on an aerial that could have led to a goal. He completely whiffed and missed, but that was really the only thing he done wrong in my opinion. And second half, Dawson's at blame as well, but the second goal we conceded, they both could have done better, in my opinion. It just, again, he wasn't bad. He was average to above average in the end. But I still have faith in him. I think he's going to be a great player. Like Alfie said, he had a brilliant slide tackle at the very beginning of the match. That was class. So for me, I think a 6. 6 is very fair.
Fair enough.
Alfie, if you watch him, it was like 6s and 7s, quite a lot in that second half. Watch it back.
Yeah. Alfie, did you rate him?
Gave him a 7.
7, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough, mate. Moving on to this man, Craig Dawson, his partner. I'll start with Lucas on this one. What we saying?
This, from my estimation, in my memory, this could probably be one of Craig Dawson's worst matches I've seen in a really, really long time. Because the ones that stand out, Newcastle last season, the red card. And honestly, I was quite disappointed because, I mean, Dawson's been so solid for us, so reliable, so consistent. But tonight it was one of those moments where kind of you see why he's valued at what we paid for him. But that's not going to discredit what he's done for us. For me, today was just a bad day on the pitch for him, in my opinion. I don't think it's going to continue. It was just a blip. But he just was not very good tonight. He was huffing the ball up the pitch, praying that it landed on someone's foot or in front of him to play, but it just did not work out. Second goal, not great marking, a bit too aggressive.
Yeah.
So for me, Dawson is going to get just a 5. Just.
As a sort out that thing.
Actually,
I'll go next.
No. I'm going high 4. Not very good tonight.
I'll give him a 5. I'm in that ballpark with you. I'll make it short and sweet. He doesn't want to be here anymore, does he? We all know it, and he wants to go back up.
I wouldn't go that far. Like,
well, that would you see if he was? Can you see him stand to the end of the season? Really?
Yeah,
he could.
I don't know.
The way I don't know if it's how you meant it, but
yeah,
saying he doesn't want to be here, I think, is a stretch because it is. We all know why he would like a move, but I don't think it's that serious. Like, I think he loves West Ham.
It's not that serious. Don't get me wrong, but let's be honest. I want people who want to be here. Who want to play for the shirt.
He wants to be here. He wants to be here. If he can move his family from where they're at to where West Ham is, I think he would.
Possibly.
I think he really likes the club.
Yeah. One thing I will agree with what Michael says there. You can't fault his commitment.
Yeah.
5 for me. Westhamonline.
Yeah, poor. I thought it was crap. I've got to be fair because I've been
big man.
I'm one of the people that really likes Dawson, but I think this season really he's been poor for quite a bit of it, and I thought he's poor again tonight. Poor in terms of defending. I thought the first goal he was slow. He was Notto, or however you say his name, went past him too quick, too easily.
Yeah.
I thought he was poor on the ball. Under pressure, he really struggles on the ball. And I thought it was shown again tonight with Leeds pressing at times. And really, I just thought he was a big problem at the back. You want your centre-backs to be helping out and you want your centre-backs to be a net positive. But for me tonight, he was a net negative. And I think he'll lose his place in the team when Zuma comes back. So I thought he was poor and I'm going to have to give him a 4.
4 for you. Mitch?
At mistake for the first goal. Looks like your game. There's one time Rodrigo just ran past him and Dawson didn't even care. Didn't even look past him.
He got toasted.
Back. Yeah,
Did
really
get done.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll give him a high 4.
High 4 for you. We'll move over to the other side. Vladimir Kufal.
This is a weird one, I think.
I agree. This is a weird one because I thought he had good bits and bad bits, and it was just like...
Oh, he put in an absolute peach today.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I can't
did. First time is well overdue. Oh, fucking hell.
West Ham Online, I'll let you go first on this one. What are you saying for Kufal?
I'm not going to overhype his rating, but I thought for his level that we've seen in the last year or so, once again, it was a slight improvement. Not that it could have got much worse, but his problem is sometimes he gets a bit overexcited and sort of boots the ball at Bowen and he has to do some quite a difficult touch and that does wind me up a bit. But as you say, he put in a better cross. I don't think he really got exposed. I thought he was just average. Which he did get what he's been in the last year.
Scott's given Kera a 5 and Sofa a 4, by the way.
Right.
So
I'm not worried about what Scott says. Right.
I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know.
But I'm not worried.
I don't be worried.
I just don't really care. Do you know what I'm saying?
Sofa for me gets
Summerfield today and him.
Yeah.
Like we'll get to the ref later, but that was a good battle today for Kufal.
Sorry, that should have been a red card. And
Yeah,
I don't care
I
what
agree.
people say. Sufal had to come off eventually because of that, and he's probably going to have the same injury that Matic gave him.
Nah, Matic was a groin injury.
Oh, right, yeah. My apologies, but he's
Yeah, I
probably
think
going
that
to
could
be
have
injured
been
again.
very strong yellow, I'd say, minimum.
Oh
Yeah,
no! To me, that's got to be a red. Not to cut off Alfie, but when you see the replay, Somerville, he got knocked down. He got up pretty quick in a way that like he wanted to do something to someone, and he did what he did. That should have been a fucking red.
It should have been a red. It's banging in front of like the fourth visual. Why is it not a red? What did you rate him, Alfie?
6, low 6 for me.
Yeah, I agree. I'll give him a 6-0. I thought he was all right. Today, better than normally. Against Somerville, pace. He sort of done well. He got injured. So yeah, I'll give him a 6 out of 10. Mitch, what are you saying for Kufal?
I'd give him a high 5.
High 5 for Mitchell. Yeah. Lucas,
I thought he was a bit like his crackhead self for the first half. I mean, my dad were kind of laughing at him, thinking like he's back on the gear. This is going half time round, so another line. But he did take another line. To be fair to him, he did improve in the second half.
So, high 5 for you then, Lucas.
I'm gonna give Sufal just a 6. I thought he put in a good shift. His crossing was, I thought it wasn't bad today. I thought it was okay, but he did put in an absolute peach that could have gotten put away, in my opinion. But and it was a good battle with Somerville, but I don't rate what Somerville did. And to be fair, Sufal did put in a very light tap on Somerville's ankles, which Somerville did absolutely milk the hell out of. But just a 6. Just a 6
for you. We'll move on to Thomas Souček, midfield.
Yes.
Westhamonline, I'll let you go first in this one. Take it away.
I just want to read. I've just seen a tweet from Ibby, which I thought was quite funny. Souček did another cardio session. Just give him a gym membership and leave him at home from now on. He's complete passenger of the
100%, mate. 100%. 100%. Westhamonline, talk to me about Souček, man.
Honestly, he was getting the ball in left wing. For some reason, he was up at left wing at points with the ball, and you just knew he was going to lose it.
No! You just know it. Every time that game's started, that's every West Ham fan, isn't it? Let's be honest. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Carry on, Westhamonline.
I can't remember him, mate. I'm being dead serious. Probably because my screen cut out about 1,000 times. But I can't barely remember him making a pass. I can't remember him playing. So I've got to give him a 4.
Yeah. Lucas, take it away.
Oh, another weird one for me, because we all know technically he's just not a good footballer with his feet or anything. I was joking earlier online with Alfie. I was like, you know what? If Thomas Souček just kind of played without the ball touching his feet, I think that'd be like pretty effective for us. And I do kind of like when he's a ghost on the pitch. And when the ball just doesn't touch his feet, he's kind of serviceable. But I must admit, if he is going to be on the pitch, I do like seeing him further up. I'd rather see him up the pitch, pressing, getting physical, rather than being stuck in a pivot and having to defend, get the ball at his feet, and all that. So if he's going to be on the pitch, I'd rather see what I saw tonight than any other time, if that makes sense. But that doesn't excuse the fact that he just, again, wasn't very good tonight. So, I mean...
What you rating him?
Because I thought he did. Again, he put in a shift, but it was cardio. He was at the gym. I'm going to give him a high 4. High 4.
High 4 for you, yeah. Mitch.
Emotional damage.
That's you, son. Let's go. Souček. Rate him.
Every time he talks about Souček.
That's what he's getting. 100%.
I'd give him a high. Actually, no, I'd give him a standard, maybe even a low 3. I thought he was fucking useless tonight. He was basically like playing with 10 men. The way he pressed, didn't use his brain. He just saw the ball and just ran after it. Again, with like Soufal, they've got nothing going up here, bless them.
Yeah, I agree.
What a fucking idiot. I don't even talk anymore because.
All right, fair enough.
Emotional cunts.
You are, mate. You are emotionally damaged, mate.
Big
You know what I mean?
cunt to the
I bet this is you.
Still
I bet this
starting his geezer.
Yeah,
Get him
this
out
is
in
you.
January. Get him out the fucking door in January. 10 million, and we're laughing.
That is 100% Mitchell, mate, when he sees the team sheet with Souček on it, mate. 100%. Listen, I rate him there. I agree with what all the lads said. He's like a passenger. Tonight he was a passenger, really. Like, yeah, he runs about and all that, but it's just not the right play with him. It's just West Ham trying to play a possession-based game with a man who can't pass the ball and keep possession of the ball. Doesn't work really for me. I'll give him 4. That's me being kind. So yeah, 4 out of 10. We will go over to the captain of the ship, the man who got everyone together.
Wait, Alfie, did you rate him?
Alfie did rate him.
Yeah, I gave him a. Oh no, I didn't rate him. Oh, I gave him a 4. Yeah, I did rate him.
He did rate him. The man of the ship, Declan Rice. He done a huddle at the start, pointed to the away fans, as Rashane said, and wanted a performance. So yeah, Mitch, take it away for Dec tonight.
Declan, he looked quite weird at the start. He looked like he was a bit frustrated. I don't know if he was. I think Alfie would have noticed that. Did you notice that, Alfie?
Yeah, he did.
Like it looked like I was thinking about the social media post. And I was thinking, is that in retaliation to that? He like struck the ball out of nowhere. He got angry at some point. I don't know what it was, but it was a bit uncharacter-like from Rice.
Yeah.
You know what? It's a very bang average performance from Rice. Yeah, done all right. I'll give him a 6.
I'll go next. I'll give him a high 6 for me. I think his
shooting was shocking.
His shooting was shocking. I agree. I'll give him a high 6. He done a good few interceptions in the second half when Leeds were breaking on us. He got back. He sorted that out. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. Like I remember doing these player ratings with you lads, and we wouldn't even give him less than a 7. Like it was always 7, 8, 9, 10 all the time for Dec. And it's just recently
we were winning games back then, James.
Yeah, and we don't have to win.
Rice was exceptional last week. To be fair, I did.
Yeah. So I'll give him a high 6. Westhamonline.
I've just seen something that's really wound me up on Twitter, and I've had to have an argument with him. TS. I don't know if you've heard of TS0179. He said, Rice can't avoid criticism for too much longer. At fault for both goals, no doubt. And I'm like, what? At fault? I mean, he weren't at fault. Yes, he was involved in both defensive goals, but so was Paqueta, so was Dawson. So I think that's unfair. But I didn't think Rice was great. I thought he was okay. His shooting, yeah. Oh my God. It was like watching a rocket launcher go everywhere. Like literally just aimless. It was like my shooting on Rocket League. He was awful at shooting tonight. And he had about 5 attempts. So, he had one long pass at the end that went off the pitch. But apart from that, obviously, it was just standard Dec. He's always one of the better players, but he weren't above a 6 today for me.
All right. Lucas.
Yeah, Rice's standard, we all know, is usually a 7, but tonight, below average performance for me. But he did have a few good bits. That pass at the end of Ben Rama first time was absolutely divine. That was unreal. And he absolutely pelted it, too, it was beautiful. But, again...
Brilliant. Comment of the night, that is.
His shooting today... about the first couple times, of course, like I don't really mind it, but the third, the fourth, the fifth.
No, God, please, no, 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 no.
That's every fucking time. Every time he gets the ball, where that's exactly what everyone's saying. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it, please.
But defensively, again, he was solid. Had a few good interceptions, but it wasn't vintage Rice. It was below average Rice. So he wasn't awful, but I can't give him any higher than a 6.
Yeah, I agree, mate. I agree. We'll go over to... Let's go to this man. This is going to be an interesting one. Where is he? Here he is.
Oh,
Mr. Pablo Fornals. You will not start Westhamonline because I know he's your favourite.
There's going to be a bunch of these going.
I know, mate. There is. Yeah. And here we go. Mitch, talk to me about Pablo Fornals, mate.
Hi.
And then I've got a better one.
Get ready for this. This is going to be interesting.
Fornals.
Yep.
I don't know what the criticism is all about tonight. I really
Well
don't
in,
get
Mitch. Well in.
it. I thought second half dropped off, and yeah, his shooting was poor. He had a decent couple chances, but besides from that, I thought first half he was excellent. I thought he was probably the best player first half, and then second half, yeah, dropped off a bit, but still went terrible. I'll give him a 6. I'll give him a 6. I think he dropped off as the game went on, and also the 6 is for his shot. Like this shot was absolutely terrible when he should have scored that one. But yeah, I thought he was our second, not second best stack. I'll give it to Bowen actually. Yeah, it was decent today. Fornals.
6.
I thought.
6 out of 10. Yeah. I'll go next. I thought he was good. Today. I will say that, but his end product is a problem. Like we got lucky in that first half to get the penalty. Even though it was a penalty, it's a blatant penalty. He should be putting that ball away. Really. Second half, he had a good chance. Right, he has a good chance in the second half. Sorry, he has a shot, goes wide. Yeah, he's a worker. He's a trier. He needs to be in this team, and yeah, listen, I'll give him a 6 out of 10 for that. I tell you what, no, I'll give him a high 6. I thought he was excellent. He's come back into the fold, and yeah, he was very good. Lucas,
who's got control of the sound bites, by the way?
I have. So shut up. Otherwise,
Lucas did.
Otherwise, you get emotional damage. Lucas, take it away.
Fucking hell, James. Fucking hell.
The rating itself for me is tough because I do like to take a little pride in giving an accurate rating, but in my opinion, I thought Fornals was either the best or second best player on the pitch tonight for me. I thought
what the fuck?
I didn't deserve that one. But again, I appreciate work. We all appreciate work rate. We all do.
Yeah, we do appreciate work rate.
But sometimes you can just see when it's not just work rate and it's a step above. And for me, Fornals 9 out of 10 times shows something a bit more than work rate.
Tonight he did, not necessarily all the time. But tonight I do
disagree, and I thought his passing was absolutely lovely tonight.
For once,
yeah, it was right. He was good tonight.
But again, we all know he can't shoot. He can't hit the side of a barn, but he's not on the pitch to do that. But that doesn't excuse him from being an absolute horrendous shooter of a football. But again, I thought his work rate was excellent. I thought his passing was great. He doesn't usually take players on, but he didn't really lose the ball a lot.
Yeah.
It's tough. I'm gonna give him. I don't really care. We're gonna queue. I'm giving him a 7. Just a 7.
7 out of 10. Westhamonline. Take it away.
Pablo.
Oh no.
Paella eating man. Let me get the negative out.
You first off, Alfie, don't even try to do the poems like your boy. Don't even try.
Let me get the negative out the way first.
Go on.
He should have scored. We got the penalty, but that was a horrendous miss. And then he had a moment later in the first half where he shot. It came back to him, and once again delivered one of the worst shots I've ever seen. But his shooting is shocking. I've got to admit, it's shocking.
Right.
But Pablo Fornals, I've realised, is the litmus test for if you understand football or not. Jack Elderton put out a great tweet. And I don't like to shout people out usually, but this is a great tweet.
Right.
You can immediately see what a difference Fornals makes when he plays. Being that relentless off the ball just lifts the others. And I think that's very true. And I'm reading
Not
some
all
of
the
the
time. I disagree with that.
Yeah, I disagree
he's
with that.
excellent.
Today he did, but
Yeah.
not.
That's getting an air hole, mate. You're talking some bollocks now, bro.
No,
Get back
anyone who
to talking
disagrees,
facts.
honestly, anyone who disagrees with Fornals being our best player off the ball, honestly, I'm just going to have to block it from now on. I'm going to have to put a block on my ear.
I never disagree with that. I never disagree.
But go on.
I'm also reading the chat, and I love the chat, but Richard, a free for Fornals? Are you kidding me?
Right.
Anyway.
Right, listen.
That's very silly.
Yeah.
That's very silly.
Right. So what you're saying, Alfie? Like,
He
because
was
I'm not being
excellent.
funny. You're making it sound like that we won the game. We was lucky
Pablo-
to get a draw at the game.
Pablo, as an individual player, was very good tonight. We play a lot better with him in the team. He's my
Second
favourite
half, he
player now.
dropped off. Though,
I have to say, I
7.
have to put this in here though. I want to see Fornals though in the middle of the pitch. I don't want him on the wing with Paqueta. I want him in the middle with Paqueta and Rice.
And Ian
Yeah,
Moore. Ian Moore.
Yeah, no, hold on.
Dimitri Free,
you didn't
Fornals,
understand
Rice,
football.
and Paqueta.
Right.
You don't understand football at all.
I'm not having yous lot being triggered FC tonight. Listen, people got their opinion. I wanted to understand, Alf,
James,
why you're
there's
saying
having an
that he
opinion,
was...
and then there's saying Fornals and talking bollocks, saying Fornals is a 1,
I've
and then
heard-
giving
I've
Care
heard
out
many-
a 5.
I've heard many bollocks.
Emotional damage.
Exactly that, mate. It is emotional damage tonight. Westhamonline, can you land your point on what you're trying to say about fucking Fornals?
He was very good.
Please.
He was very good. Great comment from Taylor. Scott, yes, you did miss something. And Ian Moore, you're taking a major L. Disgusting from you. And Fornals gets the 7 for a sensational performance in the first half and an okay performance in the second. Pablo, you are the king. Pablo, you are the man. Pablo, I hope you're in the team next game.
Fair enough, mate. You've got a shrine in that geezer. It's cool. Are we all done on Fornals now?
Yeah. Wait. So real quick, around
because Paqueta got subbed.
around the room. What did we all give? I gave a 7. Alpha, you gave a
7.
At 7,
Mitch.
I'll give a high 6.
Fever.
high 6.
Taylor, 8 out of 10. They've been
Oh,
very
my-
We
silly.
move on.
Look
Very
what
silly.
Dip.
We move on to
Mitch,
this
look what
man.
Dip put to you.
Right. We move to this man. He scored his first goal tonight. Good penalty. Lucas, what you saying about him tonight?
You know, I'll be honest. I cannot fucking stand penalties like that. I think it's so not only egregious.
nervous.
But he's
I
done
think
it
it's-
to perfection.
He did.
That's what I was gonna say. For what he done, he got a lot of power on that, which was very impressive. And the placement, absolutely beautiful. But you know what? When you bring the Samba ball to East London and we take it up to Leeds, I have to admit, I love it, baby. But today it was between him and Fornals for me. Is the best player on the pitch, and I'm gonna give Paqueta my man of the match. They're gonna receive the same rating with a 7, but I thought Paqueta tonight showed what he can do for this side when Pablo Fornals is in the team, because their link-up play together, they were on the same wavelength. They knew exactly what they were going to do,
You're
and
talking my language, Lucas.
they played the correct passes tonight. And Paqueta had some very, very saucy moments where I said, "Oh,
You know it,
my
Lukey Pookie."
God!" But he's got to work on his tackling though. His tackling is very poor, but defensive work rate, getting stuck in, going for interceptions,
Intercepted
it's
a good 2
decent.
balls tonight.
But his tackling, it's not good. Not good. Needs to be worked on. But I'm gonna give
Quite
him.
superb.
I'm gonna give him a 7. Beautiful penalty. His shooting also needs to be worked on as well. Why can we not attract people that can just put a thump into the ball? that are midfielders, but I was very happy with Paqueta's performance tonight. But he can do better. I know he can. Like, I think, just to land and to move on, I think Paqueta can be Rice territory where his standard is a 7 out of 10. And it should be, because I think he's that good of a player. But
for
for
£50
me tonight,
million, I want him to do more than 7 out of 10.
Oh, James.
But for me,
why do you keep going back to that, mate?
7 out of 10, my man of the match by a hair.
Right.
By a hair.
Well, I'll go next. I thought he was excellent tonight. I'll give him a high 7. I agree with Lucas, man of the match for me on the West Ham side. First half, picked the ball up, played the passes well. He always looks a threat when he looked on it from minute one. I tweeted it out. I was watching him. I was like, "This geezer's on it tonight." And I said, "There's a dance incoming." But it was he got it right. But fucking Leeds scored before he did. So yeah, I'm glad he scored. He's off and running now. 2023. The man is here. High 7 for me. Good performance. Can do better, but I'll accept that tonight. Westhamonline.
Hello, Lucas. And I don't mean you, Lucas. I mean Paqueta.
I was confused for a second, I won't lie.
So was I then.
Yeah.
Paqueta. Lucas
Yes,
Paqueta.
That's his
Let's
name.
get-
That's his
not-
name,
not-
Westhamonline. Can you get to the point? Go
It's
on.
actually not. Paqueta's not actually his name. It's the name of the town he was born in. But let me just say the negatives first, like I did before now. Let me get the negatives out of the way first.
Fucking hell.
I thought for the second goal, he could have done a lot better, personally. I thought he was dribbled past too easily for the second goal, in my opinion. And also he gives away way too many fouls with stupid tackles. That's the negatives
I
out of
agree.
the way. The positives. His vertical passing was excellent. Some of the skills he was pulling out, like in the corner, in the top right corner in the second half. Was
And on the
very
touch
impressive.
line as well. Oh,
Yeah. He was getting on the ball, conducting the play. He looked like the man today. And I did see, because I sort of had a drone above the stadium and people were praising him in the stadium as well. His penalty, I hated the technique, hated it, but a very good execution. And it's good to see him get his first goal for West Ham. Overall, for me, Lucas Paqueta, or should I say the Brazilian god, gets a 7 out of 10.
7 out of
And
10.
he comes second in my Man of the Match award, just behind Pablo Fornals.
Of course he does. Of course he fucking does. Right, we move on to Mitch. Mitch, what you saying about Paqueta tonight?
My man of the match. I'm actually quite shocked there if we gave man of the match to 4-0.
I'm fucking shocked. Are you sure?
I thought it was very close. Very close.
Yeah, it
I
was
thought
very close.
the fact that 4-0 scored, missed big chances,
Yeah.
scored for me made it pretty clear for me. And the fact that 4-0's dropped off in the second half more so. Yeah, I don't really get that one else. Anyway, Paqueta, my man of the match. To be fair, everything else he just said it was exactly what I was going to say. He cut out the silly, stupid passes though today, which was good, and his passing was much more simple, direct, and sharp, which was good. But again, yeah, his tackling defence was poor, but he makes up for it with his work rate. I think his work rate is superb.
Yes.
Yeah.
For the kind of player he is, you don't expect him to have that work rate, but yes, and I love that about Paqueta. And anyone who wants to slate Paqueta, and has done over the last few months, I really hope that you humble pie, because I've never wanted someone to succeed more than Paqueta at West Ham.
You'll do what? You'll do what to him?
What?
I thought you said you'd pie him or something.
I don't know what he means. You've done something. Mitch, what are you rating him?
High 7, my man of the match.
Right, move on to this man, Jared Bowen. Mitch, start off with you. Talk to me about Bowen.
Again, a weird one. Hot and cold. Would have thought first half was pretty quiet. Done very well to win the penalty. And second half, I thought he picked up quite a bit.
Yeah.
I'll give him a high 6.
High 6. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll go with you on this one. Yeah, I'll give him a high 6. it's a trier. I'll give him that. And he was getting down that side and he was trying to make things happen. He needs a goal, this kid, man. He really does. Like, he's lacking goals and he's not the same player as he was last year. And listen, if he didn't perform last year, God knows where West Ham would have been. So I'll give him a high 6. Lucas.
Can't give him a high 6. Again, he's played the same match. The past 3 matches in a row, his performances, they've been the same exact, where he tries, the work rate's there. I thought tonight he was a bit better. That one moment he had where he fought off 2 Leeds defenders in the corner and somehow got away and got a cross off. I think he won a corner. Was brilliant. But again, he just
crossed it in and then Fornals shanked it.
It's just not the Jared Bowen I know, the Jared Bowen we expect.
Yeah.
But I do agree with James. He just needs a goal badly. And I think once he gets that goal, he could be off and running. But I can't give him a high 6 because I thought he was very average. So for me, just a 6.
Let me ask you this question. Yeah? I'm going to ask everyone this quickly. Before the substitutions, what would you rate Bowen?
6.
You'd have rated Bowen a 6? No.
6. Yeah.
Right. What are you saying about Jared Bowen, West Ham Online?
On the commentary I was sort of listening to, they were saying he was brilliant. I didn't think he was brilliant, but I thought he was all right. That's where I'd leave it. Thought he was relentless as usual, up and down that wing. He's certainly an issue for opposition defenders, and he never stops going, but at times his touch can be questionable. I'd have to give him a 6, the same as the man behind him, Soufal, who Mitch likes to say is from train spotting. So a 6 for me for Bowen.
Right, fair enough.
Moving
on.
He's not on smack. He's on cocaine. Soufal is on cocaine.
Fucking needs used to, don't I? Right, next up, Skamaka. Lucas, take it away.
A weird
Lucas,
one.
Sorry, you have got the fucking sound bites. You're controlling them, haven't you?
No,
I
I'm
know
not.
you
I
are.
swear, I'm not. But,
James, has he got control?
What?
Has he? Lucas sent me a message saying he's got control of him.
What the fuck?
What are you saying? But let me get to my rating.
Yeah.
A weird one for me. Very weird. Very, very weird. The goal he scored was absolutely delicious and fantastic. The awareness to know that Melier is not, I wouldn't say slightly off his line, but he's off his line a decent amount, and he plucks it in there. Beautiful placement, beautiful goal. He won a good foul on a counterattack today, but I still think he's, and I don't mean this in a bad way. I really don't. Yeah. He's still a bit too selfish for me, in my opinion. There were some times tonight where I think he could have laid the ball off to create a better situation, but he kept it for himself, and it didn't really end that great. But again, I don't mind him being that type of striker, but I think he needs to be a bit more aware that he can create better situations if he just lays the ball off, replaces himself better positionally, and then he could get the ball again. But, this is tough. I'm going to give him, because the goal was so beautifully taken, he looked decent on the counterattack tonight. I'm going to give him a high 6. High 6.
No, fair enough, mate. Mitch, take it away for Skamaka.
What's happened to Alfie?
Don't know, mate. What are you saying for Skamaka?
Did you remove him?
No, I'm asking you to rate fucking Skamaka. I ain't worried about Alf in a minute.
His fart kicked him out of the fucking stream. I give Skamaka
It's a tough one, Mitch, isn't it?
It is a tough one. I'm thinking high 6, low 7. What are you thinking, Lucas?
I said high 6.
I'll give him a high 6. Yeah, I think he could have done a bit more in the game to influence it. Work rate wasn't great. Was a bit selfish at times. There's a ball where I think he could have played in 4 nails. I think it was.
There was a.
was
I
someone on the
vividly
left.
remember this one situation. He was on. I call it the elbow of the box. You could say the corner of the box, whatever. I call it the elbow. Left side, left
Yes.
elbow of the box. He had Fornals and he had Paqueta, and he could have laid it off to Fornals to go down the flank towards the corner, or he could have passed it back a little bit to Paqueta, but he chose to keep it, go right, and then it really led to nothing.
Yeah, I agree.
That's the moment I remember, but there's more.
I'll go next. I thought he was having a good game. I really did, and he gets substituted on the 68th minute. Now, someone explains to me why he subbed.
I think 80th minute was probably, or 82nd, depending on how the game was going. I think around that mark would have been
Again,
the right time. So.
the idea I liked, the timing could have been a bit better. If it was hindsight, obviously hindsight 2020, but realistically, he probably should have come off around 75, 80.
Listen, he's just scored a goal. Right, he hasn't scored a goal for ages. He's just scored a goal. We was actually playing really well, and then Moyes takes him off. I'm going to give him. I'll give him a high 6 reviews, lads. But I just don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't understand what Moyes is thinking. Why would you do it so early? It's too early. I agree with you on that. Give him a high 6.
But again, you have to think real quick, and I know we'll get on to it. Actually, no.
Yeah.
We'll leave it. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll leave it. Westhamonline. What are you saying for Skamaka?
First of all,
Evening,
we need to
gents.
address something here.
Yep.
This is something big. Alfie, what have you been eating today?
Right, today I have had pie and mash, cereal, beans on toast,
No! God, please, no!
and
No!
a protein
No!
shake.
No!
You had
I need
paella,
you, isn't it?
did you say?
What, sorry?
You said you had paella.
No, pie and mash.
Oh, pie and mash. Sorry.
Right.
Oh, my bad.
Can you rate fucking Skamaka, please?
Yeah. Sorry,
How
I
was the
thought
pie
I'd,
mash?
like,
Where'd you get
I
it from?
thought I'd use it as my own little sound bite. Oh, it was good, by the way. And I'm having it with my nan tomorrow at 1 as well.
Oh,
But-
nice. Lovely.
Fucking I'll have it with you then at
Liquor
one. I
or
know if
gravy?
you keep
Liquor
on.
or
Do you know what I
gravy?
mean?
Skamaka
Right. Go on.
Skamaka played one really good ball into the box in the first half. I can't remember what happened from it, but I think it might have been the lead up to the penalty, but don't quote me on that. But he played one really nice pass into the box. His link-up play was okay. His pressing was abysmal. And his overall play was okay. It was okay. And obviously the goal was sensational. That's what Gianluca's all about. When he came, I spoke to a few Sassuolo fans with Lucas, and they told us, this is the guy that you want to be shooting. He's got the feet of a magician, the balance of a newborn foal, and he's the guy who's going to take you to Europe again. And his strike for that second goal was incredible.
Well,
So for me, he gets a 6.
6 out of 10 for Alfie. Please do, because I look on the YouTube, smash a like on the video if you do like this shit. If you don't, then it's fine. I can accept it. Right, let's start off with the first substitution. It's going to be an interesting one. Mitchell, is he a doorman, or has he saved us a point tonight?
Emotional damage.
The geezers.
No, James.
It ain't even me.
Right.
That's
Easy,
time for,
Lucas, you can't.
what are you saying for Antonio?
For fuck's sake. Tonight, he belongs on the doors. Back on the doors you go. Yeah, it was really poor. I thought he was really shit when he came on. Nothing more I can say. Just pretty poor. Gave away the ball. Didn't do anything positive really. Yeah, just poor. Just didn't influence the game. Like it felt like he was on for like 10 minutes, but you know he was on for like 25 minutes. 27. Like,
Yeah.
and I can't remember him doing a good thing. So yeah, I'd give him a 3.
I'm actually going to agree with Mitch. The only thing he done was clear it off the line. That's the only thing he done. What else did he do? Like, it's poor, mate. It's
To be fair, he did
poor.
do that. He did do that. To be fair,
But then I'm sorry. He comes on and he shouldn't even be on the pitch for the amount of time that he was on the pitch. So, yeah, I'll give him a 3. Lucas.
Yeah, I was hoping for a lot more from him when he came on, especially for 20 minutes or however long it was. It wasn't 27 minutes, but
It was Mick, Lucas. It was. He come on the 68th minute and there was 5 minutes added on. I think it was even longer than that.
All right, I guess if you want to count at a time, so fair play. But
He does need to slim down. That he's getting older and he's getting more leggy. He needs to balance it out. Slimming up.
I expected more, and I was quite. Again, I like the idea, and I thought the timing. I mean, for Moyes, it seemed like a good time because we all know he usually likes to sub around the 85th minute.
Yeah.
Which is too late. So the idea, the timing, I was like, this isn't that bad. I kind of like it, but turned out to not work. Michail Antonio just really didn't do anything today besides save our bacon on the line. So I'm going to give him a 4.
Westhamonline.
Hello, Mickey. Talking about Antonio there. He came on, and we've all said the sub was at the wrong time, but no, I agree. He didn't really do anything, did he? He sort of just did nothing. Clearance off the line, thank you, Mikel, for that. That was brilliant. But apart from that, his job is up front, and he didn't really do much. So for me, that's
Emotional damage.
100%.
I'm so quiet.
He gets a 4 from me.
I agree. Listen, I agree. He was dreadful. Who was the other sub that come on? Let's go to his mate, Cresswell. He comes on. It all goes kaput. Westhamonline, take it away.
Hello, Aaron. Better than Kehrer, but once again, it weren't his best game. And you're going to make me cry. Sorry. Just cleared a tear from my eye. He put in one of the worst crosses I've ever seen when he had a good chance to cross it. His passing was all right, and apart from that, he didn't really do anything, so 5 for me.
Okay,
and the clip of me farting's already made its way onto Twitter.
Fair enough.
5? Give him 5.
Are you seriously going to give him a 5 there at Westhamonline?
Well, 5, just not average, just below. Like, no, I don't really read into that. 5, 4, whatever.
Fucking hell, mate. I don't even know what drugs you're on recently, mate. The way you're rambling on tonight, you're talking some bare bollocks. Fucking hell, bro. Fuck it. If you're giving him a 5, mate, then the youth is fucked today, mate. The youth's fucked, mate. If you're giving him a 5, if you're telling me he's come on,
it's a 5, not a 10. I've just said he was bang average. That's it. What do you want me to say? He's the worst player I've ever seen. He came on, didn't do a lot, and that was it.
Did he create anything tonight, West Ham?
No, that's why he's got a 5.
Right, exactly. No, put your stats back in your pocket. Right, Lucas.
Aaron Cresswell creates only one thing for me.
Fucking stress.
Emotional damage.
Fucking does, mate. Do you know what?
But
I can't wait. I cannot wait to get more sound bites. Yeah, I'm working on it. It's going to be fucking epic, mate. Trust me. Go on.
I'm over. I'm
Mitch, take it away for Skameka.
Jesus. But I'm kind of over the going off on him because he is what he is. He is what I thought he was. He is what he is. Came on, did nothing. The sub was correct in a sense because Soufal was hurt. He seemed to be struggling a little bit, and I didn't mind the sub, I guess, but he's so passive. He doesn't create anything, even though people show his chances created. I beg to differ. He's slow.
He does create things. The chances he's created proves it.
Go away.
If that's what you want to think, that's on you.
Alfred, what do you think he's costing this season?
Poor.
So, what chances has he created chances in?
I don't know. Look at the stats. Don't talk to me.
Well, I'm asking you.
Fuck. Yeah, we're asking you, mate. You've got a shrine with Thornells and fucking Cresswell, bruv. So we want to know from the man.
I haven't got them on record. If you give me a day or two, I'll go back.
But
and find
for me,
every
just
time
let me
to play.
land real quick.
Go
He came on
What,
uninspiring, didn't do well, hasn't played well, hasn't been a great player for us in my opinion this season. Tonight 4.
Yeah. I'll give him a high 4. Fucking. What else did he do? If it comes on, we concede. It says it all. And I'm not sure if it's done round there. So yeah, I'll give him a high 4. Mitch, what you saying?
Low 4.
Oh, lovely. Right, I mean, this is not radio, Mitch. This is TV. Right? It's nice to see you on the fucking face, you prick. So yeah.
You know,
What we got?
Mitch does have a face for radio,
Mate,
baby.
I'm getting new recruits, mate. I've decided. Fucking hell, mate. I'm actually getting new recruits. Right, let's go to, where is he? This man, Flynn Downs.
Actually,
Lucas.
James, I want to know everyone in the chat's favourite film. Please hit the chat. I want to see
You
what
can
everyone's favourite
fucking
film
ask
is.
him. Well, at the minute, it's the
Ask them
fucking.
now.
No, it's the fucking Great Escape at the minute, because the way we're playing, we're going to need to watch the Great Escape to get fucking inspiration. Lucas Downs, what you saying?
Yes, Gladiator, one of my favourites. I love Gladiator. Superb film.
I was always told I had a face for radio. I always found that as a compliment.
Go on, Downs.
But when did he come on?
80th minute.
Oh,
Did he?
yeah.
Yes, he did.
I thought he came on a bit later, so he was bound for an NA from me, but didn't do much. 5.
I'll give him a 5, but one thing I will say on this, he did put himself about. He was getting stuck in. He was there. If you go back and watch it, even though he was on for 15 minutes technically, he did put himself about, and he was like going into tackles and all that, especially with our Somerville. So yeah, I'll give him a 5. Mitch, what you saying for him?
I'll give him a 4.
4. Westhamonline.
Came on, looked like we pulled someone out of Pixie Maccas. Run round, kick people, fell over a bit. 4.
Right. 4. Final rating. And all that fucking static stuff. Fuck off. Saeed Ben Rama, Westhamonline. You keep saying he's average. Right? What are you saying tonight?
Average.
Nice comeback. What are you saying for him tonight when he come on? Anything?
I mean, he was getting in some good positions where he caught himself, where he was sort of had a gap between himself and the defenders. And I know he's right-footed, but he just cuts back. He's so easy to predict. He's so small, and he's just so average.
Well, I disagree. What are you saying for him? Rate him.
5. He tried it. He does try his best, and I think he's a nice guy, and I like his fashion sense, but that's about it for me.
I'll go next. 5 out of 10. Put a good ball in for Mickey. Mickey's just not there for me. Didn't have enough time to affect the game. What else did he not do? They didn't really get the ball to him either. That's another thing and all. So, yeah, I'll give him a 5 out of 10. Lucas? Benny?
Mitch, you all right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't look all right.
I know.
Yeah, what are you doing, Mitch?
No, my toe's fucked.
Oh, lovely. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Go on.
Average when he come
Which is
on.
why I put my isopropyl alcohol of 99.9% antibacterial.
Fucking hell, man.
But, I'm gonna give Benny a 5. He again, as Fever loves to say, he's a trier.
Yeah.
The ball at the end was good. I'm not gonna say it should have been better. It could have been better. It was a good ball that I wish Antonio could have maybe anticipated a bit more. But Yeah, Benny 5 didn't do much. He tried, but again,
Just really
when you
quickly.
get 10 minutes to try and create some, as Fever, I love to say that's not enough time for a sub in my opinion. But I want to see him on the pitch, left wing, Fornals in the middle with Paqueta and Rice, and I think we could cook.
Just really quickly, even though I call him average, I will say that he probably deserves to start at the moment, and I do think he's really put in some good effort lately, so I like that. Also, Charlie G, the Hammer, youth showing they don't know ball by calling Benny average, but instead lives off stats. I assume you meant lives off stats.
Do you know what, mate? Do you know what?
I
cannot wait. I cannot wait. Yeah, I'm going to say this, right? I'm going to take Benny off. Yeah, I'm going to say it's quite calmly now, right? I cannot wait to when I get the trigger soundbite for you, bruv. Because you get triggered by fucking the most smallest thing going, mate. It is unreal.
I'll tell you who gets triggered.
I cannot wait. Trust me. It's going to be epic. Go on. Me, I'll get triggered and all. He's fucking triggering me, this prick.
I'll tell you what, James, when do you fancy
100%. Right. Shut the fuck up. We're going to move on there. Right? We're going to move on to this man, the ref. I thought the ref was dreadful tonight, mate. I don't know about everyone else. David Coote. How is he not sent off Somerville? Be honest.
And I'm sorry, but the penalty, that was as Stonewall as it gets. And the fact that he let advantage play is... Yeah. Oh, that was bad. That was so bad. When a penalty is that Stonewall, that needs to be stopped immediately. Mm. And the fact that it had to go to VAR had to say something to him, that is beyond sad. The officiating in this league has gone, and literally it just makes everything worse because they're never held accountable. They never have to answer to anyone. They never have to explain themselves. It's fucked. It's so bad. David Coote gets a 1. Actually, no. He's going in the war crimes ratings. He's getting a -20.
Yeah, listen, I agree with Charlie G. Awful. How did he not give that penalty, which is right in front of him? How did he not sit like... He don't even give the penalty. He has to go to...
and the red card. I didn't even mention the red card. How does he not send him off?
Yeah.
Well, Lucas, calm down, man.
You know what I mean?
I am...
Emotional damage.
From all these refs in the Premier League.
Mate, trust me, right? We have only got 4 sound bites. I just want to let everyone know that. You know what I mean? Right. But we will be getting about 50. So, go on. Talk to me about the ref.
For me, David Coote. Funnily enough, and this is going to be quite a funny story, one of my friends saw him actually in Costa. Anyone know the Costa in Shoreditch, the one that's sort of near the petrol station? He saw him in there about a month ago.
Right. And what the fuck has that got to do with tonight, man? Fucking hell, mate. Right. Can you rate him? Fucking hell, mate. Right. I see his cousin in fucking Selfridges buying a fucking purse. Who gives a shit? I mean, fucking hell. Right. Can you get to the rating him, please?
Yeah. He should have gave the pen. I don't know how he needs VAR for that. Should have gave a red card. Leeds fans were getting frustrated with him. I've got to disagree. I love the chat, but I've got to disagree with you, Scott. Scott Venn says, ref 9 out of 10, class above the rest. Yeah, I disagree.
Westhamonline, whatever fucking marijuana you've been smoking, bro, in your little shrine, will you shut the fuck up and just rate him for me? Because I do want to go to bed tonight.
Right.
Thank you.
I'm going to give him a... I don't want to be too mean because I don't know whether he watches or not, but I'll give him a 3.
Right, I'll go next. I thought he was poor. I'll give him a 2. He turned up. He put his shoes on. He moonwalked into Ellen Road. He fucking got wet. Give him a 2 out of 10. Shit. Has he not given the penalty straight away? Has he not seen the red card? Some of the fouls that he sort of was giving, and then ones he let go were just... It's just all wrong. Just wrong.
Fever Tay reckons it weren't a pen.
Well, that's Tay's opinion. Do you know what I mean? But I'm not triggered like you. Mitch, rate the ref for us, mate. And we get some more.
Give him a 3.
3 out of 10. Good man.
That's so generous.
How's your toenail, Mitch, by the way?
Don't fucking start that. Let's move on to David Moyes. Do you know what I mean? Fucking hell. The Messiah. Westhamonline backed him. Well, you better get the charging going because this is going to be a long one.
I can't.
Talk to me about David Moyes then, Mitch.
David Moyes, cunts. Starts Souček, starts Fabianski, chose to play Kerr at left back.
You can't have a go at Fabianski today.
What?
I said you cannot have a go at Fabianski tonight.
I'm not. When I have a go at Fabianski.
Well, you just said he started Fabianski.
He sounds like he's having a fucking stroke or something without he coming off. Go on. Carry on.
He's collected himself. It's okay.
Have you just started? That is the point. That is the point. Nothing to do with how Fabianski played. That is the point. Substitution of Skamaka, 68th minute. Scandalous.
Agree.
Let's take off your man of the match when everything was going through him.
Fornals didn't come
Positive.
It did come off. Come on, for downs, you fucking idiot.
Oh, sorry.
For that, he has to go. He has to be in the fucking sin bin for that one, mate. He's supposed to know football. Right, come on, Mitch. Talk to me about Moyes.
That's all, really.
Rating.
3.
Oh, fuck me, you're being kind. I ain't giving him a 3 tonight, mate. No fucking chance. Not a fucking chance. Right, let's start off, right, because I'm going to do this properly and fucking right. The team sheet. We've got left backs on the bench. He plays Kerr at left back. Why? Someone explain to me why, yeah? Why is Souček playing in this game? Right? We've been asking to get him out. He takes him out for one game and he brings him straight back. Why has he done that? I thought you would.
Boys.
Right, no worries.
Sorry, I'll see.
Right, so explain to me why Thomas Souček's in his side tonight. Really? Lucas, right, let me know. Like, it just doesn't make no sense, yeah? And people are saying with him, give him a 3. Fuck that, no way. First half, we score a penalty, yeah? But what did we do in the first half, realistically? Be honest to yourselves. What did we really do? I don't remember Leeds goalkeeper having to make saves and keep them in the game. Not really in the first half. Second half, we was better. We scored. And after that, we just shut up shop. And that's on Moyes. Moyes fucked it tonight, big time. Like, there's no two ways about it. He fucked it. Yeah, he takes off Skamaka when he's just scored a goal. The boy's confidence is probably fucking banging, and you go and sub him off for Mikel Antonio. Just makes no fucking sense for me. And yeah, poor. I'll give him whatever I fucking give him. I'm fuming with him. Westhamonline, what you saying for Moyes?
Moyes got his subs wrong because I thought they should have been a bit later. And it's not usual that I say that because usually he should do them a bit earlier. Game plan wise, I'm not sure why Souček started. I'm also not sure why Thilo Kehrer played left back. In fact, that's one of the weirdest decisions I've ever seen in my life.
That's my big red flag. That was what the hell?
It makes no sense.
Yeah.
It makes no sense to me.
I don't get that one bit. But overall, a point away at Ellen Road isn't an awful result. It isn't a great one, but isn't an awful result. 5 for me.
I understand what you're saying. It ain't a bad result. I understand that. But there comes a time where you've got to look at this and go, we was 2-1 up and we were the better side. We was like, they were their Leeds. If we get another one, it's game over. It's good night. And then we just let it go. Just let it go. And let's be honest, we could have lost the game at the end.
Yeah. James, Richard B makes a really good point. I think maybe change the wording a bit, but he says, how bad is Emerson if Kehrer starts there? I think the wording should be, how much does Moyes not rate Emerson? If Creswell can't get a start and Emerson, he literally will not play Emerson at left back, will he? Whenever Emerson's played, he's been a win back. He's just clearly Moyes does not rate him at all, which is worrying because we signed him for 13 million. That's not cheap.
Yeah, I think it's a problem. I've always said left back's a problem. I've called it for a long time. We've done the spaces in the summer. You all mentioned it, but now it's becoming a big problem because we've got people in there who are always missing something. Like Cresswell, you say he's good at crossing and he creates chances, but he gets done for pace. Kehrer, he can't defend. It's just like everyone's missing something all the time, and it is getting a bit worrying. Maybe I'm being harsh with him, maybe, but I look at it like this: right, you go to Ellen Road, we've gone in front, and you just give it away. Just completely give it away. And the problem that we've got now is that point will keep you in the job longer because people will go, you know what? Look, he's got us a point. Lucas, what are you saying for Moyes tonight?
So I'll try and keep it condensed. Lineup.
Yeah.
Carrot left back. That's just absolutely wrong. Obviously didn't want to see Souček. I didn't want to see Fabianski, so I agree with Mitch. Areola should be starting, but at the end, Fabianski saved us. So the lineup, he changed it. People wanted change, so there's that. The tactics I didn't think were bad. I thought the tactics were decent, but some players would have been better in other positions than others. Substitutions, I like the idea. Too early though, which is ironic as all hell. I'm giving him a 5.
I don't know, mate. I don't know. I'm just not happy with it, really. Like I look at us in that second half, and I think they're there, Leeds. I really do. I really do. I'm gutted to not win the game, but also I'm thankful that we didn't lose the game. It shouldn't be like that. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm literally thinking to myself, because let's be honest, if Antonio's on the line and he doesn't clear it, that goes in, it's a completely different player ratings. It's a completely different everything. That point might just give him hope, but the problem is with hope, we're relying on hope to keep us to try and win a game. It's poor. It is poor.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say I'm happy with a point, but I mean, I guess I'd rather get a point than not, you know.
Yeah, I agree. Right, that is it for the player ratings. Please do smash a like on the video and please do subscribe to the channel. That's the first thing. If you like our content, if you don't, fair enough. I'm not worried. David Gold. Let's talk about David Gold. Sad day today. Whether you are a GSB out person like I am, or whether or not you're a GSB in person and they can't do no wrong. A man's lost his life today as a West Ham fan. So I just want to quickly go around to both of yous and ask yous, well, what's your thoughts? Start off with Westhamonline. Take it away.
Actually, I called my nan after he died because my nan was in the supporters club, huge West Ham fan, and she's met GSB. And she says she hates Sullivan and Brady, but Gold was a very nice man, a very kind man to her. A lot of people don't agree with his actions as owner of the club, and I'd actually say he's a bad football club owner, or was, sorry. But as a person, apparently he's just a really nice guy. So it's obviously sad, and I feel for his family in this moment in time because they're the ones who are going to be most affected by it. Credit to Millwall and all our rival clubs who have also tweeted out about it, which I think is really good. But yeah, sad day for everyone who knew David Gold. And I am actually going to give David Sullivan a bit of credit here. I saw him at the match today with flowers next to him. I mean, Gold was a lifelong friend of his, so credit to him for still going to the game with the flowers. I actually thought that was quite good from Sullivan. He could have easily just missed it. But yeah, a sad day, and that's all there is to it, really.
Yeah. I'll go next. I'll leave Lucas till last. For me, I've got my feelings on GSB. Very strong feelings. listen, he's a West Ham supporter at the end of the day, and he's a West Ham fan like all of us. So we've lost another West Ham supporter and fan of who's part of the club. Some of the things he's done with the ownership of this club has been poor. Some of the things off the pitch, away for the community, has been poor. But listen, it's a sad day, really. I ain't going to go too much into it because I don't speak ill of the dead. But it is a sad day. It really is. And whether you've met him, whether you haven't met him, someone's lost their life today, and as someone's grandfather and granddad and etc. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'll leave it at that for me. Lucas.
Yeah, just because I think it's right. I'm gonna leave all the GSB stuff, all the footballing, all the ownership stuff. I'm gonna leave it out of it, and just on a human level, on a person to person, personal level. All my thoughts and condolences with his family, because, I mean, at the end of the day, no matter if it's sport or whatever, they're people at the end of the day. A person's passed away. And it's sad. It's someone's grandfather, someone's father. And, I think all thoughts and prayers should be with his family. And it's sad. No matter what you think about him, he was West Ham, lifelong, forever. And, just it's sad.
It is sad, mate. It is. Listen, I'm going to leave it at that. Please do smash a like on the video, and as I say, please do subscribe to the channel. I'll be back. Don't know when I'll be back. West Ham have got Brentford at the weekend. FA Cup, another game to deal with. But we will be back soon.
At home or away?
That is away. That's in West London. So that's more joy for us. But on this sort of note, I am going to roll out with no music and just a small video, like with regards to David Gold. Listen, whether you like him, whether you don't like him, he was a West Ham fan. He's lost his life, and it's always a sad day when that happens. So yeah. Anyway, from me to you, take care and all the best.